Greetings, this is Joe Valenti for the week of March 15th, 2009. First, want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to all my Irish friends and everybody who is Irish on this wonderful day coming up on the 17th. Before we get started, still want to remind Brian Corcoran and Tony Rostock that it's been 130 days now since Barack Obama has declared victory. And Rostock still owes me a steak dinner. And Brian Corcoran still owes me breakfast. I don't know how much longer I can wait, but I'm going to be waiting. Had a real interesting week coming up this week. Started up on the east side where we went to the Pittston area progress team's rally. That's Joe Oliveri's ticket. Had quite a crowd, probably somewhere around 250, maybe 300 passed through the door. We have an interesting article on that. And Tony Rostock, former Pittston area board member, got up and spoke a few words. He said some interesting words about the other team and how it relates to Bob Linsky, who is also running. Be sure to check that out this week. There's some interesting comments in there. Over on the other side of the river, on the west side, two candidates that filed for Wyoming Area School Board, Jim Dennis and Dave Yarick, encountered some problems with their filing as it relates to their statement of financial disclosure and getting it into the school district. I'm not sure on time or what we want to call it, but they encountered some problems, and there could be some filings to have them removed from the ballot. We're not exactly sure what is going on over there. In my dialogue and checking on with all of these elections and the judicial and the county candidates, I've had a lot of communication with voter registration service director Len Piazza. Want to note that he's really doing a great job, and he probably doesn't get enough credit. And if I can nominate anybody for Employee of the Year down the county, Len Piazza would be it. Wrote a little bit about him this week. Also, when I was up on the east side last week at the Joe Oliveri's rally, Joe him and I met, and he has accepted to debate. We have a little bit in there this week about some of the format that we're looking at. And in that, we want you to also, over on the east side of the river, blog on some of your questions. I know we asked you about that once before, but we're going to ask you again. So go to that site and blog on some of your questions that you want to hear. And staying kind of on the east side in the county, we also had a chance to catch up with Tony Rostock. Rostock, for the last year, was running for county controller. Now he's not. There was word he was going to run for school director. He's not. Had some comments and a little bit about our conversation with Rostock, the ultimate deal maker, probably. Also have our good friend John Watson talks about conversation Nazis and ugly Irishmen. Imagine that on St. Patrick's Day from John Watson. Also talk about another candidate running for Pittston Area School Board, Gorskowski. He's looking at entering the race. Also had a chance to attend Joe Terrana's rally or cocktail party last week, where he had about a crowd of 250, 300 people, and he told a really touching story about his childhood and his dad. I wrote a little bit about that. Also, this week is this coming Saturday, I believe. We have a little bit on it this week. Is Eugene Sperazza, who is originally from Pittston, has a lot of Pittston roots, is having his kickoff rally on Kennedy Boulevard, where the old job center used to be, across from Burger King. So you may want to attend there. Finally, some of the other things. One other thing that came to light, and I received it in my email. The mayor's son of Pittston, Mark Keating, responded to a blog about him working at the Wyoming Valley Sanitary Authority. In fact, he wanted to set the record straight that he didn't, in fact, work at the Sanitary Authority like the blogger had claimed. I think that was 2 weeks ago that was blogged. But anyway, this is Joe Valenti for Kitchen Table Politics for the week of March 15th. Hope everybody had a great week this past week. This race, this political season is going to get a lot hotter as time goes on. Couple things we want to remind you of. Keep sending in your emails. We want to get everything in the possible, your rumors, the rumblings. My email address is valenti@pittstonpolitics.com. Send anything you want in. If you have some videos, send them in. If you have photos, send them in. We want to get that stuff on. This site's about all the political happenings in Greater Pittston and on a broader scope, sometimes in the county. But in the meantime, this is Joe Valenti signing off for the week of March 15th, 2009 for Kitchen Table Politics. I'm sure I'm going to catch a lot of you out there and all the rallies, announcements, kickoffs to come. And we'll see you out there. Have a great week.
I'm gonna get through this. Hello, high water. I'm gonna get through this. If it's the last thing I know.
Moving? Building a home? Need a place to store your belongings? Contact On Call Storage. We make moving and storage a lot less stressful and convenient, too. How does it work? It's simple. You'll get your own storage unit delivered right to your door. You pack it at your leisure and we'll transport it to our secure climate-controlled warehouse. When you need your belongings back, just call and we'll bring it right to your doorstep. It's that easy. Contractors, we offer portable construction storage containers, too. Store all of your equipment and materials safely. Visit us on the web or call On Call Storage at 654-0221.
We use On-Call Storage because it's so easy.